We're ready now for public comment. Our first speaker will be Elder Gray, followed by Donald Gray and Larnell Smith. So if each of them can come forward, take a seat at that table right there. Okay, I'm going to give each of you 2 minutes. If you look to the left, at least to the left of me, the gentleman here is going to be a timekeeper. So keep an eye on him. He's going to let you know how much time you have. Did you have something you wanted to pass out, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, Emery, can you take that? All right, you can go ahead and get started.
If I could wait until you get this in your hands, because I'm watching everything, because you can give that to him. Here, my brother. You can give this to her. And there's one for Elder Spivey.
Okay.
I'm going to be speaking after you get it in your hands there.
All right. Okay, we got it. You can go ahead and get started.
Okay, all right. Allah Akbar. Praise the Lord. Mr. Chairman, Ms. Jones, Councilwoman Jones, and I'm sorry that Mr. Spivey is not here, because if you see this piece of paper right here, sir,
Yes.
this was sent to his office 8 months ago in order
Okay.
to let him know that it's most imperative that the city council know that you can get $350 million. You could have gotten it before April the 1st, but now I have had to come from California, where I live, back here to Detroit. My reason for speaking here right now, sir, is because I am humbly requesting you to use everything at your disposal to make it possible for Governor Rick Snyder to be invited to come here next week. He's demanding $200 million from Detroit. I gave in writing this email to let it be known that Detroit can get $350 million, which means that you can give $200 million for the debt that Rick Snyder is asking for, in addition to having $150 million left over. But what needs to take place in addition to this, sir, if you will look at the second document that I gave you here, which is this one right here. I'm also saying to you, belated happy birthday, since your birthday was yesterday.
Thanks.
But as you well know, your dad's birthday is on the 5th of November. If you look at this document right here, this congressional record, it's the 5th of November.
Right.
This is worth $7 billion that Congressman John Conyers has been keeping covered up for the longest, for 42 years. Our dynasty, my family's life has been on the line. Ms. Jones, you know Marcus Gray back here. He knows you. Okay, well, we had the same mother and dad. And my life has been threatened unto death.
Okay.
So I need for you to.
Sir, I hate to stop you, but your time is up. I know the next speaker is related to you. It might be useful if he, since your time is up, uses his 2 minutes to really get to the bottom line. You talked about the city having the opportunity to access $350 million, but you did not say from what or from how. I think anybody here around this table would be interested in us getting $350 million, but you got to give us some more specifics. All right, so next we're going to hear from Donald Gray.
Well, I'm his
Keep
brother.
in mind what I just said.
I'm his oldest brother, not the oldest. Marcus, my brother, is older than I am. And as you say, his family is here. And I know for a fact, the thing he's trying to convince you all is that he created a program for, let's say, Halloween years ago. McDonald's stole his concept and made millions of dollars off of it. He feels as though he's owed something in regards to the thing. This is why he offered you all $200 million or whatever it is. That's all I can say in regard to that. But I'm his brother. I'll back him all the way. And that's all I can say. You know, you can talk to other people in the family. They more than I do. But I know he created this program that he showed you the papers or what have you. In the hall, I don't know if it's Hall of Congress or whatever it's at. The records show that he is the one that created, let's say, Halloween for the kids. So that's all I can say.
Okay.
If I can take over from there, sir?
Nope, you had your 2 minutes, sir. We're gonna hear now from other folks. So, next is Larnell Smith.
I just wanted to ask, could I give my 2 minutes to him to finish up what he was?
Yeah, we don't, our rules, I know you may have seen some council members chairing meetings or even the president do that. Our rules really don't even allow for that, so no. I mean, you can take the 2 minutes to express your own point, or you can pass, but we're not passing minutes on to us. Okay. Next is Percy Ross.
How you doing? Good afternoon. Percy Ross, speaking on behalf of what's going on right now. I was just wondering, with all the information that we have to put forth, I was wondering why it is that no one wants to take the time out to actually investigate the actual statements that's being put before them. There's plenty of documents and a lot of information that is before you. And if there's a lot of people that's going up for conspiracy and things like that that's going on around inside the city, why is it that no one is actually stepping up to do something about it?
Well, sir, the only thing I can say in response to that, I mean, you know, with all due respect, you're talking
Understand.
about, you're asking why is it no one's investigating this information? You just gave us this information.
I mean,
had-
it's out here. It's out here already.
There's millions of items of information that are out there. I mean,
Understand.
unless you put something before us specifically and make a specific request for it to be investigated, we really cannot address it. The bottom line is we can't fix a problem that we don't know about. Now, this is a problem that was literally just brought to our attention. You've handed us over a half a dozen pages of documents, some of which are two-sided. Neither of us has had an opportunity to read these. I'm not a speed reader. I don't think Councilmember Jones is either. I mean,
understand
if
that.
you want us to look at something, at least get it to us in advance. Otherwise, don't ask the question about why we're not investigating something that you just handed us.
understand.
Now, I think what I can tell you is that now that we have the information, we'll review it.
Okay. And that's-
Councilmember Jones, did you have anything you wanted to
I was
add?
basically gonna say the same thing. This is my first time seeing this. I just received this, so I can't comment on something that I'm just seeing.
And what I would like to add is that we've come down here. I know I've joined this gentleman down here. This is the second time, and we've previously, he has a paper trail of emails that he sent to the council previously. So I'm wondering why it is. I mean, I understand that you all saying that you all just getting it, and I understand. And it's just funny that it's a paper trail stating that it's already been sent in to the city council. It's like this brother's holding it right here.
On March the 23rd, sir.
Sir, no, now, don't push it, okay? You
understand.
had
Sorry
your
about
2 minutes, you spoke. I told you you were not going to get any additional time. You have presented this material. Now, you're making reference to emails that were sent. I can tell you, I have not received any emails on this. This is the first I've seen of this information.
Can I ask you another question? I'm sorry.
I think at this point, we really need to bring this to a
I
close.
understand. I got you.
You each have had your time. Thank you very much. We'll take this information and review it. You're not going to get an answer today because you
understand.
just gave us this today.
Thank you.
Give us an opportunity to read it. Sir, you keep raising your hand, but it's,
Because I'm going to Lansing to meet
no,
with
that's,
Rick
sir,
Snyder.
with all due respect, this is an exercise in futility. You had your 2 minutes. I'm not giving you any more time. You
said
gave
I
us
had
the
to explain
material.
about 250
Give us an
million.
opportunity. You should have done that when you had your 2 minutes. Public comment period is now closed. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
It has been moved. Hearing no objection, that action will be taken.
May I continue